Welcome back, witches. I have been so excited to talk about the archetype of the witch. This is one that is like near and dear to my heart. It's one that I struggled to overcome and heal my own witch wound. And we'll talk about what that is and we'll go into that a little bit more. But um, yeah, and I'm recording this on Friday the 13th. So it feels really fitting. It feels really right to be talking about it at this time. Yeah, just with the energetics and everything going on. Of course, you're going to be watching the recording of this, but it doesn't matter. That energy is still available, right? You can tap into it anytime. So, the witch. The witch. Who is a witch? What is a witch? For me, my own definition of a witch is a person who knows how to heal themselves, a person who is very aware of energy and its existence and its exchange and this constant like ebb and flow, because everything is made up of energy. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's just constantly changing forms. And the witch knows how to manipulate and to work with that. And understands that, plants, animals, humans, like we all have energy and we all coexist together on this planet. And the witch is magical, right? By being highly intuitive and highly in sync with all of that energy. That's how she creates magic. That's how she lives her life. To me, that's what a witch is. In the past, the history of the witch, I mean, witches have been around since the dawn of time, but they were known as the healers, the medicine women or men, like the shamans, the priestesses, the midwives. Witches had different names, but they knew how to heal. They knew how to tap into their intuition. They knew how to access ancient divine knowledge. We've all heard of like the witch trials, the persecution, when the patriarchy came in and organized religion. They replaced all the old gods and goddesses with like their one singular almighty God, right? But they adapted a lot of the pagan witchy ways, and we're coming back into that. There's been like this resurgence in society, and it's time to reclaim the witch, um, to heal that witch wound. So, yeah, in history there were witch trials, persecutions. I mean, and it was because people were different, right? Witches have always been like the outcasts, the rebels, the change makers, the protesters, the activists, because they see injustices going on, right? And they're like the catalyst for change. And or the old wise women, right? That people didn't quite understand, but they went to often to be healed. But during like 1500s, the witch trials started, and you could no longer be in touch with those natural ways, those pagan ways, um, those ways that the patriarchy deemed like that were no longer relevant, right? That put the label of the witch on you. So people were hung, they were burned at the stake, they were fined and imprisoned. And there is a lot of karmic patterning around the witch wound. The witch wound is something that we bring into in this lifetime from past lives. Whether because we were actually persecuted as a witch, or because we lived our lives, our past lives, in fear of being labeled a witch because of its negative connotations. I know, I remember, like, I had a psychic tell me once, like in a reading, that I was hung as a witch in one of my past lives. And she was like, "It's why you never wear anything around your neck." And I was like, this was over the phone. I hadn't even seen her, met her in person, but she picked up on that so quickly. And I was like, I thought about it and I'm like, I have all these scarves in my closet and I never wear them because I hate, like, and I don't wear chokers. Like, I don't like thick, constraining jewelry around my neck. And it's because I was hung. I was persecuted as a witch in my past life. And it makes complete and utter sense to me now because I grew up with this fascination of witches. The movie Hocus Pocus, like, by far still one of my favorite. Um, but every book, like, I could get my hands on, every movie, every TV show that involved witches, like, I wanted to learn more. I started writing my own spells. No, it's probably, I don't even know if I was 10 years old. I was like 10, maybe 12, because I wanted to be a witch. That was like my life goal. And then, you grow up and you grow out of things. And now here I am in my 30s and I'm like, I'm a witch. I made it because I've had to deal with and heal that deep embedded witch wound because I was afraid of how my family would react if I claimed myself as a witch. I was afraid of how people would perceive me. And I was afraid of, somebody come knocking on my door, like, hey, you can't do that. You can't cast spells, like, that's not okay. Which is completely insane now because we live in this modern times where it's like you're free to be you, right? We don't have those restrictions placed on us anymore. I took an herbal class. I learned how to make my own medicines and tinctures and salves. This amazing herbal healer here in Arizona, and this was years ago, like before my kids were born, like 6 or 7 years ago. And it was just slowly like this way to incorporate like those witchy essences like into my life without people judging me. I call it was like holistic medicine, right? Like that's what I labeled it as. Like it's all alternative medicine. It is um yeah, that's how I told my family about it. Like, oh yeah, I'm taking this class. I can't come because I'm learning about herbs. um and then, I mean, since then I'm like, I gladly own, like, I'm a witch. Like, I have these gifts. This is what I'm drawn to. Like, making my own medicine and working with the moon, this feminine energy, working with goddesses. And Hekate, goddess of witches. And this is why, I mean, I have had the most profound, life changing experiences when I work with Hekate, because she reminds me of my own power. She reminds me how strong I am, how powerful I am, how much wisdom, how all of my gifts are amazing and purposeful, and to use those, right? To use those. Um, and that's what I'm hoping for you when you're working with Hekate, that you have those same experiences. She's a dark goddess. She's a witch. Like she knows how to craft her own medicine, um, and heal herself and embrace her gifts and step into her power, reclaim it, right? I mean, Hecate never lost it. She's a fucking goddess, but this is what she can show you. This is what working with Hecate can give you, right? To heal that witch wound, to understand that you're not going to be persecuted. You're not going to be, even if you are judged, who cares? Who cares? The gifts, the unique esoteric gifts that you have, whether you're, clairvoyant, psychic, medium, highly sensitive, highly intuitive, empathetic, like those are your gifts. You have those for a reason, and it is your duty to use them and to strengthen them and to present them to the world in order to help others, right? In order to serve. Yeah. Being a witch is all about having what I call like the magical mindset, or like this magical perspective that beauty and magic are everywhere. Everywhere. You have to be able to see it, right? You have to be able to slow down and observe it unfold before you. Whether it's manifesting something, right? You cast your spell, you manifest, you put all of your energy and intention behind this one thing, and then you let it go. And you let the universe do it, work its magic to provide it, to bring it to you, if it's in your highest good, if it's meant to be, right? Because we don't always know what's best for us. But universe, source does. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hecate does, right? Divine goddess does. Seeing magic. Magic's everywhere. I lost my train of thought. Watching flowers bloom. Watching a butterfly spread its wings for the first time. This creature was a little bug, like a little worm, and its body, its DNA knew how to, when it was time, to wrap itself up in its own cocoon, its own chrysalis, so it can then completely change its exoskeleton and grow wings. If that's not magical, I don't know what is. Like the epitome of transformation, right? Like that symbol, the butterfly, like that's metamorphosis, that's transformation. Like that's fucking magical. I'm trying to think of like everyday examples, like falling in love. That's magical. Um, Falling in love with yourself, falling in love with another person, holding like a newborn baby for the first time, um, watching life, like watching new projects unfold, giving a gift, like the perfect gift to somebody, and just seeing them light up. That's fucking magical. And to me, that's what being a witch is about, is witnessing those magical moments, is using my own energy and intentions to make things happen in my life, and to really honor Mother Nature and to give back and nurture, because that's where we all come from. We're all stardust, right? And we will be again one day when this life is over. So yeah, you're a witch. I'm a witch. Let's reclaim it. Let's reclaim the witch. Let's step into that. Let's let go of the fear, and just own it. Just own it. Yeah. Witch is magical. Really, as cheesy as it sounds, like the archetype of the witch is magic and harnessing that and using it for the greater good. Yeah, to heal yourself and to heal others. So once you're done with this, I'm going to put some reflection questions up, I think, just to kind of help you tap into your own witchy archetype. And when you're ready, go ahead and dive into this guided meditation with Hekate. She's going to help you unlock the witch, unlock your gifts, and really own it. And be consumed with this power, really. Like every meditation, there might be, some moments to pause. If you want to sink even further, have some music ready. Like dark, primal, instrumental, lower vibration kind of vibes. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm getting from this. So, yeah, whenever you're ready, dive into the meditation, and then I will see you in the next video.